So yeah, I am taking a walk, you guys. And what am I thinking about? Harry and Meghan. So yeah, today I wanted to talk about the fact that Meghan loves Harry and she married him because, in my opinion, among other things, she found him to be dependable. It's his dependability, I think, that is one of his strong suits and one of the characteristics that she really respected and she really just fell in love with. A man like Harry in his position, prince of, the realm, whatever, they can be, if you give them just a little leeway, very arrogant and very, you know, full of themselves, really, for lack of a better word, and they have reasons to be. You can't really blame them because everybody told them their entire lives that they are the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, they are the king, the prince, whatever. And someone like that can become very egomaniacal. And in dealing with others, especially those they deem beneath them, like commoners and things like that, quote unquote, whatever that means, they can be very inconsiderate, I think, and even insulting, disrespectful, and so on and so forth. And so, even in Spare, when Harry talks about the first time that he and Meghan went out on a date to the Soho farmhouse, he met her there, but he was late. He was very, very late because he had been stuck in traffic. And, Meghan, I guess, was not very pleased about that because obviously when you have made an arrangement to meet someone, I mean, we have all been late for appointments and things like that, but on a first date, I think it's really important for both sides to try their best to respect each other's time, And he was late. And I remember in their documentary, she said something to the effect of, oh, he's one of those. And I think what she meant was one of those men who think they're better than a woman and who just are very inconsiderate, rude, disrespectful, undependable, things like that. And she was not, she was not having it. She was definitely not having that at all. Because, look, and I don't say that to offend anybody, but I think there are a lot of women, a lot of us as women, we put up with bad behavior in men because we're desperate and we're desperately afraid to be alone. We're desperately afraid to be alone. I mean, the idea of being single is much more terrifying than being with a man who has absolutely no respect for us, who is completely inconsiderate, and who also cannot be depended upon. Like, his word means absolutely nothing. So he may say something like, oh, I'll call you tonight at 6, or I'll come by and see you at noon, or something like that. And you sit around waiting, powdered faced and, whatever, for him. And he either never shows up or he shows up whenever he bloody well pleases. And you're getting to know him. It's not even like your husband. You expect, okay, husbands, they can, I guess, I mean, I don't think husbands can, be emotionally abusive to you, but I guess they have more license to believe that they can. But a man that you are trying to get to know who does that is a huge red flag, I think. And for Meghan, I think that when he was late on that first date, and he was late by a lot, it wasn't like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. He was really late. She was not having it. She noted that, and she said to herself, oh, he's one of those. And so I think that meant, be on your guard with someone like this, because someone like this cannot be depended on. Their word, their actions, you can't depend on anything they say, because fundamentally they don't respect you. Fundamentally, they just don't respect you. And I think Harry really proved himself. Like the second time, he made sure he was on time, and I think Meghan was late that second time. And yeah, that's the beginning, and they continue to see each other. And I think over time, it is my opinion, I mean, it's just how I'm reading the data, is that Harry proved that he is worth her time. He's worth investing her time, her efforts, her energy, because she can depend on him to not only do what he says he's going to do, but to respect her and to be sensitive to her and to be considerate of her in the small ways and also in the big ways. I mean, again, if you are dating someone, I mean, this is just my opinion, I'm not an expert on any of this, right? But let's say you're dating someone, or maybe you're not even dating him yet, you're trying to get to know him, and I mean, he can't even be depended on to show up on time, or even to show up at all when he says he's going to show up, and you proceed with this man. You go forth with this man. You continue on with this man. You give this man energy. You give him bandwidth. You give him your time. You let him into your life. Then you can only be blamed when later on you find out you can't depend on him. He's undependable. And not only that, but he's emotionally vacant. Like, he's emotionally unavailable, because dependability, I think, requires emotional availability. And that is where Harry got an A plus, I think, from the very beginning with Meghan. That, and the fact that he put out a letter right away to inform the public, look, this is not a joke. You back off my girlfriend. When everyone was being all racist, the press was being horrible. Like, I was watching Sussex Family TV earlier, and Brian was talking about that, how, in Spare, Harry talks about when he went to King Charles the Vindictive, and he asked King Charles to put out a statement to get the press to stop attacking his girlfriend. And his father responded with total silence. And then he responded with total silence. And after that, they attacked Harry for putting a letter out on Meghan's behalf. But the thing is that, again, Harry is a dependable boyfriend, and a dependable boyfriend will be a dependable husband. Someone worth the time and the investment and the risk, because all relationships have inherent risk of not working out. But when you have someone on whom you just cannot depend, and that from his behavior from the start, not his words, because words are cheap to a large extent, but what he does and what he does not do, you read that data, right? You can tell who a man is by what he does, and you proceed with this man, then you have only yourself to blame. If, unlike Harry, he's not doing the things to show you that he can be depended upon. So yeah, so that's it for this one, you guys, is that I think Meghan knew that she could depend on Harry early on, and that's why she took that risk of getting that, getting more involved with him to begin with, and then marrying him. Anyway, my darlings, that's it for this one. At the end of this video, I'm going to insert a 1-minute short for an eyewear company called Firmoo, with whom I'm collaborating on my new sunglasses. They sent me a pair of sunglasses. It's very, very, I think it's sexy, and it's very lightweight. It's very clear, and they can also put in your prescription lenses in these glasses and so on. So it's a little short video that I'm going to turn into a short later on, but I'm going to attach it to this video so that you can take a look and listen. If you purchase if you purchase a pair of glasses from this company, obviously I will get some kind of commission. So yeah, but don't buy it just for the commission. Buy it just because I think it's just so cool. The price is really good. And yeah, I love mine. Okay, so that's all for this one. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye. You like my new sunglasses? They are from Firmoo, which is, I think, a French company. So I'm doing a little collaboration with them. And I really like these. I feel absolutely fearless in these. Actually, love it. And you can get them with your prescription, So, yeah, consider Firmoo for your eyewear, sunglasses, eyeglasses, all that good stuff.